And we're live.
Hello. So good to see you. Welcome back. Welcome to the Pete Braley Show. This is show number 173. I'm Pete Braley, along with my co-host, the executive producer, the show creator, all-around great guy, and back from his time in Virginia Beach, that's my son, Matt.
I'm back.
He's back. We're in the same zip code. Back in the stew after a week. And by the way, we had dinner with Dana this week.
Yep.
This weekend, Dana and Paula. And Dana said, so did Matt have some time to relax after you guys took a break from the show?
No. Been working hard.
Painting Sarah's deck?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And, of course, it needed 2 coats.
Yep.
And, of course, Liam's toys had to be moved to that side.
Yep, kids got a lot of toys.
Yeah,
Sarah's got a lot of plants.
I forgot that.
Yeah, lots of stuff.
Thank you for choosing us today. Our goal is to start your day off on a positive note. So if you enjoy what we do, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so that you don't miss any future shows. We are live weekday mornings at 8 o'clock on YouTube and also available wherever you find your favorite podcasts. By the way, a couple of new subscribers I see joined this past week or past 2 weeks. So welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Coming up today, we'll get caught up on a few things. Plus, are you spring cleaning? There are some things you should definitely get rid of. Does swearing help deal with the pain? New research out. Ever wonder why there are so many different types of pasta? I have. And we have, of course, the return of the Stumpah. So, a lot going on today. And, by the way, I guess I have to thank Kat. Kat and Josh were over yesterday. And while we were having dinner, Kat said, hey, what's the Stumpah? And I said, well, I can't tell you. So we decided, well, if I tell Kat, she can't play. So no answers from Kat today, right? So I go on to the trusty laptop last night.
That's not a laptop.
I'm sorry. I go on the trusty tablet last night.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, by the way, Studio Dog Charlie's here. I go on the tablet last night, and I can't find the script for this morning. It doesn't exist. There's no April 4th anymore. And I knew there was because I tweaked it Friday or Saturday.
But it did exist. Where was it?
Yeah. It was in the trash file. I'm just saying, he was the last one that looked at it.
How do you know? Even when I look at it, it's logged in under your name, so you'd never actually know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, because I remember I told you the script is done.
I wouldn't move it to the trash, though.
And at one point you said to me, oh, there was something about the script I wanted to tell you about.
You're the one that actually, you delete things. I don't delete things.
Yeah, that's true.
So
if you've written us an email recently and I never get back to you, it's because he doesn't clean out the email.
What do you mean if you don't get back to them? How's that my fault?
Because I might have missed it and all the stuff that's still there.
Act like we get like 100 emails a day.
Probably 100 now because we haven't cleaned it out.
I haven't checked the email in a while. Email's your job, so it's your job to clean it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know I had that right. So
if he doesn't get back to you, it's because he deleted your email accidentally, because apparently he has a habit of doing that.
No, you were the last one that looked at the script.
You literally have no proof on that. And that's not true.
Oh, so good to be back together, isn't it?
I'm out of here.
I'm out of here, yeah. Good morning. Welcome. It is Monday, April 4th. Today is Jeep 4x4 Day, simply because it's April 4th. It's 4-4. But I do love me a Jeep 4x4. It's National Chicken Cordon Bleu Day. This dish is a take on the popular veal cordon bleu. It is a flattened chicken breast that is wrapped around some ham, or sometimes prosciutto, maybe Canadian bacon, and cheese. Then toothpicks hold the chicken together before being dipped in an egg wash and breaded.
I believe Sarah makes a good chicken cordon.
Yes, she does.
Yes.
Yeah. It's National Hug a Newsperson Day, so if you happen to see a newsperson. It's National School Librarian Day, so hats off to all librarians, including your godmother.
Yes.
Sharon Dorian up in Taunton High School. National Vitamin C Day. National Vitamin C Day. National Walk Around Things Day. It's a day to avoid problems. Just walk around it. Don't think, Well, that's wrong. I have to solve it. No, just walk around it, you know.
I'm glad it specifies. I didn't know if it was like your typical days. We just walk into things.
Yes.
Don't do that today.
Nope, don't do that. And it's also International Carrot Day, which I guess is because the Easter Bunny is coming. I have no idea. By the way, have you noticed?
Oh, yeah.
Let me get on the view here.
New gnome.
That's one wicked big gnome, huh?
Abby says that's a big gnome. ... Yeah, I send Pete and Trish out to get a new gnome, and this is what they come back with.
This was all they had.
I said, you can't even see the globe. They were like, oh, just put the globe in front. I was like, then why did we get a new gnome, you know?
That was the only one. And now you don't believe me. You're like, they have tons of gnomes.
Because I went to get the St. Patrick's Day gnome, and there was about 50 gnomes to choose from.
There was this size. No.
This is about as big as Liam.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Crazy. And now we're stuck with him for a couple weeks.
All right, Easter Jethro.
Yeah.
On the date book today, the city of Los Angeles was incorporated on this day in 1850. The Beatles' Can't Buy Me Love goes #1 and stays #1 for 5 weeks.
Let's hear it.
Can't buy me love. Love can't buy me love. That's all I remember of the song.
There we go.
Hank Aaron tied Babe Ruth's home run record on this day in 1974.
Sing it.
When he there's a drive. When he hit his 714th in Cincinnati facing Jack Billingham. Could be a trivia answer.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah. On this day in 1975, Microsoft was founded as a partnership between Bill Gates and Paul Allen. Whatever happened to Paul Allen, I wonder? And I hope
I've never heard of that guy.
I hope he was paid well. And on this day in 2019, Kathy Lee Gifford left NBC's Today Show after 11 years. On the birthday list, Robert Downey Jr. is 57 today. Nancy McKeon, who was on The Facts of Life, she's 56. Magician David Blaine is 49. And Jamie Lynn Spears is 31. All right, who do we have? I see some people were in the chats even before school started this morning, right?
I know. How dare you show up before we show up? You know, making us look bad. Diane says, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I've been laid up 26 days now and need some social interaction with the squad.
Whoa.
Here you go. Here we go.
All right.
Gloria's here. Good morning. Good morning, Gloria.
Morning.
Gail says, welcome back. Your missed sunshine days are here again. It has been a lot of nice days. I don't know if that was in reference to us or the actual sunshine, but I feel like we've had some sunny days.
We have
lately,
had. Yeah.
Which is nice.
What are the flowers in the front yard? Are they daffodils or jonquils?
Sure. Daffodils.
Daffodils?
I don't know.
The yellow things are popping up in our front yard.
I just know my job is to not cut them down for a while. Right. And then randomly she's like, all right, you can cut them down.
I know. It's like, what is the deciding factor?
I think they start to die, and then I can cut them down. But they still look kind of alive. I don't know. I just wait for the okay. They're really annoying to cut around. Anyways, let's see. Emily's here. Gail says, Matt, you just got back from Virginia Beach, and I'm heading there tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Our timing is always...
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Hopefully you have better weather. You only had one warm day, right?
Yeah. I was standing a deck in 35-degree weather. It's not fun. I didn't bring like a winter jacket or anything.
Uh-oh.
Because I was trying to, I had to check my bag. I had to keep it under 50 pounds.
Yep.
So I had like a sweatshirt, like a rain jacket on. Yeah. It was cold. It was very, very, just a baseball cap. It was cold. Let's see. Gary says they're just hanging with their gnomies. And then he actually wrote, but tis. So I made sure to get that one.
He loves, by the way, having his buttons back.
Yes, I do miss my buttons.
My name's not Trish.
Good. I love that one. Couldn't do that in Virginia, and I couldn't really reach it. So
yeah. So I finally get him back. Although I did have my music down there, but the Stumpah is going to be better, hopefully.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have to go.
Yeah. Let's see. Abby says, made it 13 years with no broken bones. Now we have a broken streak and broken pinky.
Yeah.
Aw.
I saw Abby's picture. Yeah. Logan broke his pinky, I guess, yesterday, and she had a picture of him in the doctor's office there with the X-rays and stuff. That's very. I mean, 13 years without a broken bone. Although, did any of you break a bone? I don't think so.
Sarah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And knock on wood. Thank you for that.
Yeah, we did.
Watch out today.
Yeah, we did talk about
Sarah broke her wrist.
Sarah's broken wrist. But yeah, and she was 8, so I didn't make it 13 years. So that's a good streak.
Broken pinky though, because if it's like a broken pinky toe, you can kind of get away. I think I broke a pinky toe.
I think I have too.
So, and I think we talked about it because it was during a baseball tournament.
And Mom was like, Can't do anything about it.
Yeah, you just
Ride
live
out.
with it. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah. Oh, and Allison's here. Good morning, Allison.
Good morning.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it.
Studio dog Charlie, by the way, had his procedure, came through great. I mean, he came home last Friday, and he was buzzed. He sat in the middle of the living room floor, just kind of looking like, hey, oh, look at that. Oh, here he is. How are you, buddy? I wish you could see his right paw. We'll have to. Maybe you can get an angle of it if you pick him up, or maybe we'll take a picture.
Well, I was just trying to pick him up. He ran away from me.
They must have put the IV or something on his right leg, so they shaved it. But all we can think of is he's like a Jane Fonda workout video. He's got that extra sock on, you know,
the leg warmer. Only on one leg though, which is hilarious. I call it his UGG boot. It looks like he's wearing a little UGG boot.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
it does.
So he's being a little demon this morning, like normal.
Yes, he is. Yeah. All right, let's get to the news this morning. Oh, did you what? You didn't see the Grammys? You told me just before the show. You forgot.
Until you mentioned it, I forgot they were on. Yeah.
Evidently, the Grammys were rather non-eventful compared to the Oscars. Nobody slapped anybody.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, nobody did. I thought I'd go through some of the big winners, and he can tell me if I'm pronouncing them right, because I don't. This is like me playing Hurdle, you know?
Yeah.
If there's anything past the year 1993 or something, I got no chance.
See, if the goal of Hurdle was to be like, oh, I've heard that, but I don't know the title, I would kill it. I would kill it. There's so many songs that I don't know what the title is.
Like yesterday.
Yeah, I knew it. I instantly that I've heard it before.
Yesterday, it was "You Make My Dreams Come True" by Hall & Oates.
I couldn't get to the chorus.
And I got it in 1 second.
Yeah.
That was one of those, I can get those.
Yeah.
You know? But anything
Couldn't
else?
get it.
All right, so here we go with the Grammys. The album of the year went to John Baptiste, Zadie Smith, and Mavis Staples for the album "We Are."
All right, haven't heard it.
The best pop duo or group performance was Doja Cat for "Kiss Me More."
Okay.
Am I saying that right?
Doja Cat.
Doja Cat?
Yeah.
Okay. The best new artist was Olivia Rodrigo.
Yep.
I've heard of her.
Yep. She had a great album.
And the record of the year was "Leave the Door Open" by Silk Sonic.
Interesting.
Do you know that one?
Yeah, that's Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak.
Oh,
That's their group.
that's their. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Come on, Pete.
Let me get to Song of the Year because that goes to the writer. The Song of the Year went to Bruno Mars, Anderson .Paak, and
Fuck. Peter, I just said it.
and DeMille.
That I don't know.
Anyway, the Song of the Year was "Leave the Door Open."
Was a good song.
Okay.
Kind of surprised. I didn't really. I kind of forgot about that album.
Did you really?
Yeah. It was a good album though.
I didn't know Bruno Mars was in the group.
Oh my goodness. Where have you been?
He's Bruno Mars, man. He's just
Yeah, but he's been doing this lately.
okay.
They had "Leave the Door Open" was kind of a big song. You haven't heard it?
It's one of those I probably have, but I don't know.
All right.
Okay.
Anyways.
Moving on, we have an NCAA Basketball Championship showdown set for tonight. The number 8 seed University of North Carolina will be squaring off against the number 1 seed Kansas tonight. Bettors are split between the two teams going into this game. Of course, UNC still playing for a championship means Duke is out. Coach K lost his final game on Saturday, which was described as the game of the century and even the biggest game in college basketball history. The U.S. Navy announced last week it is naming a ship after the late Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. The Replenishment Oiler, which is a ship used to transfer fuel to warships, is being named for Justice Ginsburg in recognition of her efforts to advance gender equality. It is the 8th such vessel named for an American historic figure who was instrumental in the fight for civil rights. Others include John Lewis, Harvey Milk, and Supreme Court Justice Thurgood Marshall. The New York Yankees are currently in one of their longest World Series droughts ever, and their general manager is blaming it all on the Houston Astros cheating scandal. That's the reason, of course. The team has not won a championship since 2009, the Yankees' third longest drought ever. Their GM, Brian Cashman, believes that they would have won had it not been for the illegal and horrific actions, quote unquote, of the Astros, specifically in 2017 when the Yankees lost the ALCS to them in 7 games. Cashman says, I get offended when I start hearing we haven't been to the World Series since '09 because I'm like, well, I think we actually did it the right way. Drafted well, traded well, developed well, signed well. The only thing that derailed us was a cheating circumstance that threw us off.
I mean, you can use that excuse for 1 year, can't you? Unless, how long were they cheating for? Was it just that 1 year?
I think it was just that 2017, right?
That's kind of a poor excuse, to be honest.
2 years.
I mean,
but...
yeah, it sucks that they cheated. I'm
Oh,
definitely
on,
not
Brian.
supporting the cheating, but...
Come on, Brian.
Yeah.
I mean, shoulder the blame. I mean, he hasn't really done many signings this offseason, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they've made any big moves.
Back to the NCAA Championship. I told you the championship game is tonight. Did you ever notice that they only offer players a total of 37 jersey numbers to choose from? And none of them include 6, 7, 8, or 9. There is a reason. Those digits require 2 hands for the referee to signal who the foul is being called on. So you'll never see a guy with like 26 or 6.
Oh, okay.
Because the referee can do this. He can, foul on 1, 3. So foul on 13.
I mean, would it be that hard to...
Foul on 2, 5.
Would it be that hard to go 2, 6? What does the NBA do? Probably use 2 hands, right?
Yeah, because LeBron James is a 6, right?
I mean, there's a lot of numbers.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Seems weird.
Students attending an advanced photography class at Northern Illinois University's School of Art and Design broke a Guinness Book of World Records record, we love these, by assembling the world's largest paper snowflake. The old record was just over 20 feet wide. These students were able to create a massive paper snowflake measuring 44 feet 6 inches.
Just trying to figure out how this fits into the curriculum there. Why are they making paper snowflakes?
The head of the photography department at the university, Jessica Lambat, said it took the students about 10 hours to create the snowflake. Time well spent, especially once the effort is officially verified by the Guinness people. And a California woman recently went to court to fight her auto theft charges, and she chose the worst possible mode of transportation to get there. 41-year-old Brandy Jones was arrested for stealing a car, and she was scheduled to appear in court last week. Well, she had to get there somehow, right? So she stole another car and drove it to court. When she arrived, she was immediately greeted by police who determined the car was stolen and placed her under arrest. She was taken straight to jail. So she missed the court appearance, right?
You have to have a little respect, right? She was trying to get there,
True.
She really wanted to make it there.
How many people would blow it off?
So she said, I'm going to steal a car to get there. This is how much I care about getting there. Also, she's just bad at stealing cars, huh?
I guess so.
Caught twice.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Maybe a new line of work is needed?
Yeah.
Shall we move to the Stumpah?
Ooh, Stumpah time.
We haven't done this in over a week, right? So we have a brand new Stumpah for you this morning. And our Stumpah is the average American will spend 80 days of his or her life doing this. Doing what? The average American will spend 80 days of his or her life doing this. Doing what?
And Kat, Trish, and Josh struggled with this one.
They did.
For a little bit. We had to give them a decent amount of hints.
We did.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
So feel free to put down your answer in the chat. By the way, if you're one of our new subscribers and new viewers, join us in the live chat. We'd love to hear from you. And, of course, you can comment in the comments if you're watching this later during the day. But what do you think? The average American will spend 80 days of his or her life doing this. And while you think about it and send us your answers.
If I had $1 for every time you picked up your coffee mug but didn't drink from it.
It's like I get another thought.
Well, I think it's like you think there's going to be a break for you to do it, and then you realize there's no break.
There's no break coming. Yeah. Time for today's Fascinating Facts. It's an interesting science fact today. According to researchers at Imperial College in London, humans shed around 200 million skin cells each hour. And they have to go somewhere when we're indoors, right? Makes you want to throw out your pillows.
Yeah, that's gross.
I didn't realize it was that. 200 million skin cells each hour.
Gross.
Now
I mean, maybe they're... Well, no. I was going to say, maybe if you shower, they'll be like clean skin cells, but I don't know if that's how that works.
or maybe you shower the old ones away.
True.
Yeah,
True. I just watched... Have you seen the movie Gattaca?
No.
Kind of it's Ethan Hawke. It's a good movie.
Okay.
It's on Netflix. Everyone should check it out. Pretty good movie. But it's about like in the future you can like choose the genes of your children.
Oh.
But anyways, main character's not one of those kids. He's just a normal person, but he's trying to disguise himself as someone that's like perfect, basically. Right. And so he has to like shave. Like he takes a shower every day, shaves off all of his skin cells and stuff, and then burns it. Made me think of that. Sorry.
Wow.
Anyways, watch Gattaca. Good movie. If you're into sci-fi and Ethan Hawke.
What more could you ask
It's kind of an older movie, but it's pretty good. Pretty good. Anyways, Stumpah time.
Stumpah time. The average American will spend 80 days of his or her life doing this. Doing what?
Gary has the first answer here. He says showering.
Showering. Nope.
Not it. Not it. Emily says driving.
No, not driving.
Not driving. Dana says riding a giraffe.
No.
No, not it. Gary says sleeping.
No.
Nope. Gail says brushing their teeth.
No, that's not it.
Not it.
No.
Abby says deciding what to make for dinner.
Good guess, but no.
Nope.
That's not it.
Abby says getting gas.
Nope.
I can see that maybe.
Yeah, that's true.
80 days of your life? I don't know.
Life.
I guess it depends what car you drive, you know? Diane says laundry.
Laundry. No.
Nope. Dana says brushing teeth as well. Nope.
No, not brushing.
Nope. Allison says sneezing.
Not sneezing. No.
I wonder. Probably a little bit less, I would hope at least. Because sneezing's not like a long thing.
Right.
That'd be a lot of sneezing.
That's like
maybe
2
allergies
seconds.
to someone that deals with allergies. 80 days. Gary says watching TV.
Watching TV. No.
Nope. Abby says grocery shopping.
Nope.
Nope. And Gail says washing their hands.
No, not washing their hands.
Hopefully. Right? That seems like a fair amount of time to be washing your hands.
Yeah.
Emily says using the bathroom.
No, not the bathroom.
Probably more than that, right?
I would think so.
I mean we're
your
humans.
entire life.
We gotta go, you know?
Yeah.
Dave says Gattaca, great movie. Yes.
All right.
I originally watched it in like a science class in like middle school, so I forgot about it. So I watched it this past week down in Virginia. Abby says celebrating their birthday.
No, that's not it.
I mean, that might be the most logical guess I've ever heard. Average lifespan, probably about 80 years.
All right.
So you have 80 birthdays.
So 80 days.
That's a good answer. I like that.
It's not right.
No, it's not. It's not right.
Not what we're looking for.
But that's a great answer. Really makes you think.
Yep.
Let's see. Diane says painting family decks.
Painting the decks. No.
No, extra buzzer because I stained the deck. I didn't paint it. You said paint as well.
Did you want to?
Buzzer for you.
Sorry.
I stained it.
Did you want to mention your brother calling you while you were down there?
Well, I think I mentioned that because we were still doing the show.
All right.
Yeah, so I had to paint. I had to paint a bedroom.
Yeah, Doug called. They were supposed to go to lunch.
Yeah.
And Doug said, "Hey, you said you brought painting clothes?" He was like, "Yeah."
We did still get lunch, but it was in the middle of painting. So let's see. Where are we at? Dana says washing hands as well.
Washing hands? No.
No. Gail says making left-hand turns.
No, that's not it.
Allison says brushing your hair.
No, not brushing your hair.
Pete definitely doesn't spend that much time.
Hello?
Gail says tying your shoes.
Tying your no, it's not your shoes.
Nope. Abby says making coffee.
Making coffee. Nope.
And that's all I have for answers. If you got any more, we'll take a couple more answers. But I think we got a Stumpah.
Day one Stumpah here. I wonder how long we can keep this going.
Charlie, why don't you come over here and like just be a good boy for like 5 seconds?
We did have to give Kat, Trish, and Josh.
Well, I don't think we gave them clues, but they had a couple answers where we were like on the right track.
On the right track. Close.
Yeah. So we'll see. Last one I'll take for today. Dana says driving to work.
Driving to work. Nope. Not driving to work.
Nope.
No.
So that's it. That's not the Stumpah.
That's it on the Stumpah for today.
Hint tomorrow.
All right, we'll give you a hint tomorrow. By the way, I did want to mention that we went out to dinner with Dana, Paula, and our friend Miss Mary Jane this weekend, and we went to the Lebanese Kitchen, which is in the next town over. It's in Mattapoisett. So I sat down, and I had even looked at the menu beforehand that afternoon. I had gone online to say,
You want to be prepared.
so I got to the restaurant, and honestly, I opened up the menu, and I'm like, okay, people, what am I getting?
What do we get here?
What am I getting? So I had Dana telling me how stuff is prepared and how it's cooked. I had Mary Jane making suggestions, because there was baba ganoush was on the menu.
Ah.
I love that word.
I don't know what that is. I probably would have just ordered it so I could say
it's a vegetarian dish, I believe.
Oh.
But I don't know. Sounds good.
Sounds healthy.
Yeah, there was baba ganoush. There was lots of hummus.
Hummus. That's right.
Yeah.
I like me some hummus.
I ended up having a shawarma bowl. I think it's spelled like show-warm. But you say shawarma bowl.
Shawarma.
Yeah.
Is that just because we're in
Massachusetts? Yeah.
Or is that actually what it's called?
No, that's what it's called.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So it was
I didn't know if it was actually a shawarma bowl.
I had a choice between beef or chicken, so I took the shaved steak. And it had rice. It had lots of vegetables.
Living lavish.
It had
out
some
here.
good sauces. It was not spicy at all.
I know you're always worried about that when trying new food.
It was one of those meals that it's like they gave you a good portion. So I got like 3/4 of the way through it, and I said, "Ooh, I'm full." But then we kept talking, so I went back and
There
had a
you
little
go.
more.
See, that's what it is. We always think we're full, right? And then we probably should stop. But if you give
Yeah,
it like
you're right.
5 or 10 minutes,
Yep.
you'll go back for the rest.
I think I tapped out 3 times before I finally said, "Okay."
That's the danger of a good conversation,
Yeah.
If you're with somebody you don't like, you just get to that point and you're like, all right, the check, please. And you bounce. But
Anyway, moving on today, it is spring cleaning time for a lot of people. Spring cleaning season's here, but you may not have thought about some things that you really ought to get rid of. Don't just clean them and put them away. Get rid of them. Better Homes and Gardens put together a list of household stuff that is probably past its expiration date in your house. We are talking about sponges.
ooh, yeah.
Didn't they say once that a sponge is like it's got the most bacteria out of anything in
Which
your...
is gross,
Yeah.
but they are really effective.
The suggestion is that you should trash your sponge after a month.
Sarah has a scrub daddy.
What's a scrub daddy?
It's I don't know. It's like a high quality sponge that's in the shape of a smiley face.
Oh, yes.
And they called it the scrub daddy.
Yep.
It is pretty cool.
Sponges come in contact with a lot of bacteria. To avoid spreading germs around your kitchen, it's important to replace your sponge about once a month. In between changes, be sure to clean sponges regularly. They suggest you use vinegar, bleach, or high heat. I don't think I've ever done that, but
Interesting.
yeah.
Just buy a new one.
Another thing is cooking oils, herbs, and spices. Toss them out after a year. Oils will start to smell bad when they are no longer good, and spices will lose their distinctive aromas.
But I feel like you never need them all in 1 year,
Yeah, right.
Like, I'm just thinking of, don't we all just have a giant bottle of vegetable oil in the cabinet that we've probably had for 16 years?
I wouldn't say
Yeah,
that.
it's probably 2 years.
Pillows. They say toss your pillows every 3 to 5 years. The dust, the oil, the debris from your face, we mentioned the skin cells, they can transfer onto the pillow's surface and interior space. Dust mites can also accumulate. How gross am I going to get today?
Yeah, right.
Dust mites can accumulate, which can be troublesome, especially if you suffer from asthma or allergies.
Who's excited for bedtime?
Hey.
Yeah.
I can't say I've always followed this one. Toothbrushes should be thrown out after 3 months.
Who can afford that?
I think I've gone
I'm just
longer.
kidding. A toothbrush is what?
Toothbrush,
like $2
a couple
or
of
something?
bucks, yeah.
Yeah, no, I go a pretty long time.
I think I'm like 6 months at least.
Yeah, I think realistically 6 months is probably good. Yeah.
Brushings wear down the toothbrush bristles and they reduce their effectiveness. Ladies, eye makeup, you should trash it after 6 months. Bacteria from the environment of your face can transfer to the brushes and the makeup itself, which can cause irritation or even infection.
Interesting.
And finally, they say you should toss out bleach after 3 to 4 months. Spring cleaning even applies to cleaning supplies. The chlorine in the bleach dissipates over time, so it causes the cleaner to lose its effectiveness. Never thought of that.
Interesting.
Goes on to see, would you keep bleach in your cabinet for 3 to 4 months? I would think you'd run low by then.
I don't know. I mean, it depends how much you use bleach. I will say, though, that like that one's not, like the toothbrush and the pillow, like for your own health, swap it out.
Right.
But the bleach is kind of like, it just loses its effectiveness.
I would think so.
You should still swap
That's
it
not
out,
gonna hurt
probably.
you.
Yeah.
But,
Hey, Charles, what are you doing over there?
he's staring out at the ocean this morning. That's his pondering window.
We're looking for a Charles babysitter. Let us know.
Yes. We need a good puppy sitter.
Gary says the scrub mommy is just as good. Dishwasher safe to clean. I didn't know there was a scrub mommy.
Wow.
What does it look like? The scrub daddy, but with like long hair or something?
Maybe.
Interesting.
Maybe.
Hey,
hello.
hey. That's not going to be okay, man.
See, one of the issues we're having is it's springtime in New England,
Yeah.
so people are out walking their dogs.
We're going to take the spring and summer off. We'll be back in the winter.
See in October.
Yeah. Maybe not. Still kind of nice. November. We'll see it. We'll go from November to March. That'll be our range here.
This is one of Trisha's work days, and so she's working a 24-hour shift, and honestly, by about 8:30, I can't take him anymore with this barking and everything.
8:30 in the morning?
No, 8:30 at night.
Oh, I was like, Pete, we're only. It's 8:30 right now. What are you talking about?
No, by 8:30, I'm like, all right, you're going to bed. And I do lights out. I do the last call with him, and we go upstairs, and I read for like an hour and a half. But it's like I want him out of the element.
It is just comical to me because when you guys go to Virginia, me and him, we hang out, we watch TV and movies until like midnight.
He doesn't run around to all the windows and bark.
I mean, he runs around, but I chase after him. I'm like, hey now. He barks for like a minute, and then I'm like, all right, that's enough. They're gone. And then we go back to the couch or whatever. Or we play with a toy for like 3 hours, finally tire him out.
Well, that's the difference.
Hey, you.
That's one of the many differences between you and I.
Yeah.
Getting up off the couch. It is an effort, It's usually filled with,
I'm a harder worker, is what you're saying.
no, you can get off the couch easier.
I'm better than you, is what you're
No,
saying.
that's not what I said.
I'm just trying to interpret your words, Pete.
Hey, creepy gym story for you this morning.
Yay.
Yeah, what's the worst part about going to the gym? Well, if you ask any woman, there's a strong chance they'll say it's the creepy guys that sometimes lurk around. For example, one woman recently shared an especially creepy situation when an older man at her gym said he had a gift for her. Then he gave her framed photos of herself that he must have taken.
That's just weird.
But wait, there's more. Before he gave her the photos, he said the man told her she shouldn't gain any more muscle and asked her to take a photo with him twice, which she declined. She said she felt like she wanted to cry and leave the place immediately. And what makes it worse? Well, when she called the gym to tell them about the situation, they said they couldn't cancel his membership. Apparently, it took the man's son calling the gym with concerns in order to get the man permanently banned from the place. Now, how bad do you have to be for your son to call the place and say, hey,
But also shame on the gym. Like, why wasn't what she said enough? That's creepy as hell.
The son said that he had seen another picture of the woman on the dad's nightstand.
Okay.
And he feared for her safety. That's why the son called the gym. So
I think the guy needs more than just to lose his gym membership,
You think so?
Yeah, it's pretty creepy.
Yeah. Well, what do they call that? Restraining order time?
Yeah, but the gym, like, shame on the gym. Like I said, like, she went and said everything that happens. And I mean, that's definitely enough. Handing framed pictures. He's taking pictures of her.
Right.
Which is, I'm pretty sure, is against like every gym policy. Can't do that. That's also stalking.
True.
So it's also against, the law.
I mean, at the least, they should have spoken to him and said, sir, this is inappropriate. You're no longer allowed to do this.
I mean, if it happened like one time, I mean, it's still creepy.
Yeah.
Should still like get thrown in prison. But
Right.
the framed pictures. Also, why'd you think that was a good gift? Who wants framed candids of themselves?
That
That's
that you didn't know were being taken.
He needs like like relationship advice, like how to get a girlfriend. That's not. No. All in all, creepy, and then shame on the gym.
That's our vote.
Yeah.
That's our vote. All right, so is it just me, or have you ever wondered why there are so many different pastas? I know if you go to the pasta
I
section...
think it's just you.
Is it just me?
Probably.
All right, good night. No. Your local supermarket is not stocking different shaped pastas because they look pretty. There's a purpose to that pasta's cut, curve, and curl. And it's all about the sauce. It's all about the sauce. I should make a song out of it. The Food Network helps us decide which noodle to choose depending on how we're dressing them. The rule of thumb is the lighter the sauce, the lighter the noodle. All right, so let's go through a few popular ones here. Long, thin noodles, like angel hair pasta or spaghetti, that's for light sauces, like a tomato sauce or garlic and olive oil. Long, fat noodles, like fettuccine, that's for rich, creamy sauces, like Alfredo, which we make quite a bit, or something they call Sunday sauce. Long tube noodles, like, what's it called, bucatini, or what's the other one you like that's a little thicker?
Rigatoni,
yeah. They are flavorful, loose sauces that can run down the inside.
Oh.
Okay, so that's what those are for. A short tube pasta. I'm sorry, your rigatoni's here. A short tube pasta, which is a ziti, a rigatoni, or a penne. This is for sauces with bits of meat and veggies because the ridges help to catch the sauce. Small tube pasta, like macaroni, elbows, ditalini, those are for baked dishes or cheese sauces and soups.
Ditalini?
That's ditalini?
Ditalini? I've never heard of that.
Ditalini. And finally, a shaped pasta, like a rotini. That is for hearty sauces and salads with lots of veggies. So, yeah, when Mom makes a pasta salad in the summer, right? She uses,
is that what that is?
Yeah, she uses a rotini.
Rotini?
So, yeah. A rotini.
I don't know.
And
do we all agree that the pasta that's the tri-colored pasta tastes different than just the normal pasta? Because Trish's pasta salad, it's typically the tri-colored pasta.
And you find it tastes different?
Not really, but we tell ourselves it does.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
Sarah agrees. We've had conversations about. Apparently, this family talks about pasta quite frequently.
If you close your eyes and I give you a green rotini and then an orange rotini, you can tell I gave you something different?
Probably not.
No, I don't think.
But so. I'm gonna go to my grave saying that it tastes different. I don't. Well, not taste. The colors don't taste different. I think what I'm saying is. The different colored pasta tastes different than if you had just the solid colored pasta.
Okay. Yeah.
Is what I'm trying to tell you.
I got you.
Yeah.
All right.
Multiple colors.
Maybe.
Support. Diversity, Pete. Come on.
Got to have it.
In my pasta. Yes.
Yep. Time for today's random question. And our question today is, what is something you'd love receiving as a gift, but no one considers buying it for you anymore because you're an adult? What is something you would love receiving as a gift, but no one considers buying for you because you're an adult? First thing that came to mind was a water gun.
What?
If I had a super soaker, man, but nobody's going to buy me. A 60-year-old guy a water gun? Come on.
Why is that the first thing you thought of?
Well, actually, what I had prepared was a chocolate Easter bunny.
Yeah, I was going to say candy. I don't really buy myself candy.
I would love. I just love chocolate Easter bunnies. But it's like. Dad,
you always eat. I don't like chocolate. It's way too much chocolate.
Is it?
In one piece? I don't like big pieces of candy. I'd rather have a Reese's egg.
Would you rather have a hollow Easter bunny, chocolate bunny, than a solid?
I don't want a piece. I don't want a giant bunny.
You don't want a bunny.
Oh. That's why I'm pretty sure since I've been alive, you've eaten all of my chocolate Easter bunnies.
Well, when you got to step up. Do what you can.
What a hero.
Yeah.
What a hero.
I don't eat the whole thing in one sitting, though.
You could if you would. You would if you could.
You would if you could.
You should if you would. Could. Should have, would have.
So what do you think? Do you have an answer for us? What is something that you would love to receive as a gift, but no one considers buying for you because you're an adult? So
Abby says cash. I don't know if that really fits into the question here.
No,
Ain't nobody buying you cash.
No.
You can't buy cash.
Or giving you. Oh, is that what you said? Like when it's Logan's birthday, people might send cash in the birthday card, but you don't do that to a 30-year-old.
Maybe. Yeah, it's always a bummer when you reach the age where you just get a birthday card with nothing inside. I know that probably sounds ungrateful.
But, how many can relate?
It's true. You reach an age where you just get cards with nothing inside. Because they're like, you're old enough to get a job, so I don't need to fund you anymore. And you're like, well, we could all use a hand every now and then,
By the way, yesterday we stopped at CVS on the way home from church, and Trish was going to run in and pick up a medication, and she said, do you need anything? And I said, well.
And because Pete has a problem.
I said, well, I'll never say no to some Reese's peanut butter eggs. And she brought some home.
She did.
Yeah.
Should have gotten 2 bags, though. We went through that pretty quick.
When
Kat
we did.
and Josh was here, we only got like 2 apiece.
And they weren't...
Except for Pete, of course, because he took 3. Right?
I had 3.
Yeah.
But they were smaller than
They
normal.
were. What's up with that?
I know.
They were really small.
Not the regular size. Story about swearing this morning. Is swearing good for you? Can be. Shouting the F word or the SH word is so effective, researchers say it should be encouraged during medical treatments. Letting rip is thought to help by distracting us and making us less uptight. It may also trigger the body's natural fight or flight responses to stress, which in turn dampens pain. There's a doctor at Keele University, Dr. Richard Stevens, who said swearing is drug-free, calorie-free, cost-free, and side effects-free. So why not try it? In tests, people who swore when their hand was put in a bucket of ice cold water withstood the agony for 40 seconds longer. Whether you're saying the S word, the F word, they were used by many of the subjects to good effect. The study concluded if words are the most powerful drug used by mankind, then the physical therapy profession should embrace swearing to change the way our patients think, feel, and perform. The team now aims to see if colorful language helps ease pain during physiotherapy, but the researchers stress patients should not swear at the therapist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not there. Verbal aggression appears to lead to be a high degree of distress among some healthcare workers. Yeah, don't take it out on them.
No, but just swear in general. I think it's because it just kind of distracts you.
Yeah, I think that
Like you can't sit. What was it? Ice water was an example or something.
stick your hand in the bucket of ice water.
I feel like it's because if you're not saying anything, you're thinking about it. You're thinking about how cold it is.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're swearing, you're thinking just a little bit less about how cold it is. Still cold, still feeling it, just a little bit less.
And if you drop the F-bomb is such a sharp
An aggressive word.
Yeah. I was actually talking to somebody about this yesterday who said, "What? It's a noun, it's a verb, it's it fits everywhere."
True.
It's
an adjective, maybe.
It could be.
Yeah.
Could be used as an adjective.
Adverb, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Very, very interesting word. I love it personally.
Actually, the story I was telling at the time was about how whenever there's a get together at Doug's house, and he's got all the sailor buddies. I think I've said this on the show before. His sailor buddies, they swear like sailors, so they'll just be dropping it. And then all of a sudden, if I happen to walk in the room, it's like, "Oh, sorry, sir."
It's a little.
I've heard it before.
It's a little unfair though, because they swear and everyone's like, "Oh, sorry, it's okay." They're sailors. But if I go swearing, they're like, no one's like, "It's okay. He has an accounting degree. Don't worry about him. He has a podcast. He can't help it."
Well, now we could just say he's in pain. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
He's in pain.
And they'll be like, "Oh, poor kid."
Poor kid.
Yeah.
Did I miss any chats before I go further?
Let's see here. Yeah, people talking. What was the random question again? Or was that the random question?
The random
Yes.
question was about something you'd love receiving as a gift, but no one considers buying for you anymore because you're an adult.
Let's see. Gary said an Easter basket.
Yes.
Somebody get Gary an Easter basket.
Yes.
Stat. Justin said Nerf guns. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also sad when your mother gives all your Nerf guns away.
We ever tell you
now
that
you
story?
no longer have them.
She was, cleaning the attic because
I feel like she does it like 5 times a year.
It
I
had
don't
to be
know how we
cleaned.
have that much stuff.
we had a hamper full of Nerf guns. She gave it to our next door neighbor because there's 2 kids next door.
And I mean, neighbors are great.
Yeah, have fun.
Definitely a deserving group of the Nerf guns, but they weren't necessarily up for grabs.
She never asked you, did she?
No, that happens quite typically with my stuff.
Just gave it to the neighbors.
That's like I came home and I have, for the longest time, we just had blinds. We had like shutters, I guess.
Yeah, there were shutters, and you could
Close the blinds.
You could close the blinds.
Probably describing it poorly, but we had those for the longest time.
Mm-hmm.
And then last year, for some reason, I wanted curtains. Add a little color to my room, I guess.
Sure.
Got nice red curtains. You could probably see them in like old videos of mine. So
Probably, right?
red curtains. But I had both. We kept the shutters up. And I don't know, I just kind of got used to it. And I came home. She was like, by the way, I took the blinds down. I was like, oh, okay. Doesn't seem like a big deal. But I went up there. It's just different.
It is.
Yeah, but she didn't ask me. Again, she just kind of does things.
We had them in our room, and she said to me, I'm thinking of getting rid of the shutters. So I thought, okay. No big deal. You want to have a change? Go right ahead. And she took them down, put up curtains, and now it's like I can see the whole ocean, when we open things
Which
up.
sounds like a good thing. Sounds like, I can't see the ocean.
Yeah.
I live in a cave. I'm on the opposite side. So I get to see,
But
I don't know, the neighbors.
I do have to remember, because before with the blinds, if they were angled down or whatever,
Yeah.
it's like nobody could see me.
And I feel kind of
Getting
exposed.
dressed.
Even though, like, obviously I still close the curtains, like,
Yeah.
when I'm changing or something. But, like, just sitting there, like, at my desk, I just feel exposed. People can just watch me, I don't know, watching Netflix or something. Or I'm at a desk. I should probably be working.
Yeah, probably.
Let me lie and say that I was working.
Working hard.
Yeah. But I just,
Yeah.
And I know I'm not interesting enough where people are like, let's watch Matt for a little while.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit here and stare at Matt for an hour. But it's just,
I
miss the blinds.
I will tell you, there were a couple of days when you were in Virginia and I was here that I had the curtains open. If it was a cloudy day and it wasn't affecting the lighting,
in the morning?
I had the curtain open, and I was like, "Gee, I wonder if anybody's walking by and saying, what's that?"
Yeah, I do wonder that from time to time. Like when I was setting the stuff up, I wonder if people, because there's like cameras and stuff, I was like, I wonder if they think I'm like stalking them. I wonder if I'm going to get the cops called on me.
Hey, last week we had National Prom Day. I didn't post anything about that. I did post a couple of other things about national days last week, but last week we had National Prom Day, which was not so much for upcoming proms, but it was about proms that you might remember. Well, did you hear about something called Prom Pledge? Project Prom is a boutique in Lakeside, Florida, that is offering dresses and suits for free in exchange for a promise from the students. The students have to sign a pledge saying they won't drink, do drugs, or do any of the other stuff that sometimes comes with prom night. It's an interesting idea that may be very popular amongst kids so far. My whole thing, though, is like, how do you police that? How do you make sure they followed through with the pledge?
Yeah, plus, I'm going to be honest, can you trust kids to tell the truth?
Hey, if I sign this, I get a free suit,
Yeah.
free dress.
I don't know how serious kids are taking a pledge.
Speaking of proms, how much do you think the average prom experience costs today? Believe it or not, the average price of going to prom, and by the way, it's going to prom, not to the prom, right?
I don't know.
I think I've had this.
Is that a distinction?
Well, a lot of people say, will you go to prom with me? Or will you go to the prom with me?
Does anyone say the prom? I feel like it's just prom.
I've heard it.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm stalling here. The average price of going to prom, including dress, tux rental, shoes, tickets, hair and makeup, and transportation, and whatever else, $1,000.
Dang.
$1,000.
Yeah, but are we talking the people that buy a limo? That get a limo, rent a limo? Sorry.
Probably.
Ain't nobody buying a limo.
That's right.
Yeah. But renting a limo?
You guys used to have a bus. You guys used to have.
Oh yeah. From the school.
From the high school,
Yeah.
there was a motor coach that went from the high school to the restaurant, then brought you back.
I was
for
sitting here. I was
after
like,
prom.
I don't remember getting a party bus. Like, I don't remember doing that. Yes, that's right. The school. No, coach buses.
Yeah,
I mean, you
motor coaches.
definitely could have gone with a school bus. Looking back, I mean, it's like a 15-minute ride, 20-minute ride. I mean,
Yeah,
it depends where the prom is.
But you're all dressed up.
I guess.
Yeah.
School bus is a school bus, but whatever. You're just trying to save town a quick buck, but
Right.
whatever. It's us accountants. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, but I don't. That's expensive. Although I don't know how much a dress costs. Because
You
that's
would
the thing.
think
You
I'd-
buy the dress.
You would think I'd know because I had two of them that bought.
Yeah.
And we have prom dresses upstairs, by the
See,
way.
but that's the thing. You rent a tux.
Right.
For the guys, it's like, who cares? You'll wear this once. You'll never wear this
Yeah,
again.
right.
But for the girls, they buy the dress.
They buy the
and then You
dress.
still, most of the time, wear it once. Why is that? Why don't
We
rent,
always
why don't
went
we rent
to-
dresses?
We always went to. There was a what do I say? Discount place in Fall River.
I don't know.
Which is the next big city over, or medium city. And the girls would get a good deal on dresses there. They wouldn't go to like the real fancy prom
Did they?
shops.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just remember them shopping around.
Kat, correct me if I'm wrong.
Did you get your dress?
Where'd you get your dress?
We need to know.
And we must have, let's see, between Sarah and Kat, 6, if not more, dresses upstairs.
I don't know.
I know it has happened more than once that when someone we know of is looking for a dress, we're like, oh, come and look at our,
Yeah.
come and look at what we
Come look
have
at the Braley dress shop.
before you go anywhere
You just
else.
need to come up to the attic where none of Matt's childhood toys are. I'm not upset about it at all.
Not at all.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
No.
Well, that'll about do it for today. Time has flown by. Great to be back with you. It's a good thing you weren't flying back. Well, you didn't take JetBlue. That was, although there were other airlines. Yesterday was a bad day flying into Logan.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, they had so many cancellations. In fact, Tom Caron, who covers the Red Sox for Nesson, has been down in Florida for a few weeks. He was supposed to fly back yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
JetBlue canceled on him. So I saw him posting this morning saying, supposed to go home last night. Thanks, JetBlue. See you Tuesday. So I guess he's not even getting out today. Maybe
I think the
tomorrow.
goal to post that, though, because I see a lot of people do that, like when their flight goes wrong. I think it's the hope that the customer service account will be like, let's get you a free flight. I wonder how often that actually happens.
Because he probably has so many followers. They're like, oh.
They're like, we got to save face real quick.
Yeah, we
Offer
gotta
him
get
a
on
drink
this.
coupon. Yeah.
What was the other thing? There was something else I wanted to, or maybe I should bring this up in the post show. You were telling me, and I've had this happen myself, that it's so frustrating when you're in the line to go through security. Different airports have different rules.
Oh, it's so annoying. I can't stand it.
Now, what was it? In Providence, you had to take your laptop out.
In Providence, I had to take my laptop out, which makes sense, but then I could keep my belt on and keep my hat on. But then in Norfolk, which I flew out of, I could keep everything in my bag, including my laptop, but had to take my belt and my hat off. And I had to take my shoes off in both places. But why is it different?
I know. Why can't TSA have one set of rules? I mean, it's the same agency, no matter where you are.
Yeah.
Right? It's the same agency.
And if it's like different equipment, can we get better equipment at all places?
Yeah, really.
What are we doing? Why is it? And also, can we not take our shoes off? That's just an added thing that I feel like we should have the technology to prevent.
And that
You
was,
can see through my shoes, right? Can you not?
that was all because of one guy.
Well, no, a couple guys.
I think there was only one shoe bomber.
Oh.
There was only one guy who tried to get on a plane with something in his shoes, and since that day,
See, but I feel
we
like
all have to
we
take
should
them off.
have better technology now.
Yeah.
See, I'm all in favor. Get a scan. If you end up seeing me butt naked, I don't care. As long as it's quicker. I don't care. It's only awkward for them. You know what I'm saying?
All right, we got to do it this week. We got to get that TSA pre-check.
Yeah, we do have to do that.
We have friends who have that TSA pre-check, and I forgot how much it costs, but it's good for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to take your shoes off. Don't have to take your belt off.
Mm-hmm.
You just
I think you still have to take electronics out of your bag, maybe.
Probably.
Or maybe not. I don't know.
I don't know.
I really only care about the shoes, to be honest.
But basically what it is with the TSA pre-check is they are or the FBI or whoever runs a background check on you. And they figure, this guy's okay.
See, it's really only the shoes, especially because I like wearing boots a lot. Kind of a boot guy.
Yes.
So, and I don't want to put the boots in the bag because it makes it heavier. Mm-hmm. So I wear the boots, but I got to untie them. You can't, there's no slip on, you know what I'm saying?
Remember the time one of your sisters, somebody bought me a pair of Crocs and said, "Wear them to fly in, Dad." I'm like, I'm not going to walk around the airport
I know my sisters. If anything, you probably wanted to wear them to the airport, and we all said no. That's the more likely truth.
No.
You were like, "Can't I just wear these to church?" And we were like, "No, Dad, they're Crocs. Don't leave the house in them." Okay.
That'll do it for today. Thank you so much. You got time? Post show today?
I guess. I'm a busy guy, but
okay.
I guess I can fit it in.
Okay. Post show's coming up next. That's where he gets a chance to catch up on some chats that we might have missed, and we just hang out for a bit. If you do have to get going, thank you so much for coming back today and for tuning in. He'll tell you, it's always my fear when we take a break. Nobody's going to come back. They're going to get used to not watching us. If you do have to go, we leave you with a thought for the day. And our thought today is obstacles are placed in our way to see if what we want is really worth fighting for. We'll be right back with the post show.
We back.
Hello. I see that Quirtle, not Wordle, Quirtle is trending this morning.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm liking Quirtle.
Are you really?
I really enjoy my Quirtle days.
So you get 4 different Wordle
Challenging.
boards, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you type, like if you're trying to solve one, you type in letters, and those letters show up on all 4, right?
Well, it's important to get a good first word. Here's my Quirtle strategy.
Oh, okay.
A lot of the time I use the word raise. Very good word.
Okay.
Three vowels and an S and an R. Doesn't get much better than that. You know what I'm saying? Raise. And then most of the time you'll get one with 3 letters. So I'll try that one out. But the key is, like, if you get a word like share, like my downfall, share.
Right.
Don't keep guessing like shake, whatever. Go to another one. Gotcha. Try to figure out another one, because if you might unlock that letter in that category, because you're guessing the same word for all 4.
Gotcha.
So, like, you might unlock a K somewhere else and realize it's in that word, and you're like, oh, so it's shake, and you type in, you get it. So it's a good strategy. Or like if you get like 3 or 4 letters and you're really not sure what it is yet, go to like a word that has like 1 and guess like a bunch of new letters. So like, house is another good one. All Actually, a house is because it has an S in it too. So I try and go with something else, but something else with an O and a U. Get the vowels out of the way.
Now
I really enjoy Quirtle.
Now I might be tempted to.
I know you don't play it.
No, I don't play it.
You're scared. You're a little scaredy cat.
I'm not a scaredy
You're a
cat.
scaredy cat. Over
No,
there.
it's just I get frustrated. I'm like, I can't do this.
Anything he's not good at, he walks away. He's like, nah, screw this. I'm out.
When are you going away?
How am I
again?
gonna keep my reputation if I can't do Quirtle?
When are you going away
It's not
again?
good. I'm too good for Quirtle.
Soon?
Hey,
Like
Charles.
5 minutes from now?
Charles, you're a piece of work today, man.
Yeah, Charlie's been really...
I love you, but man, you're a piece of work, dude. It's a Monday.
Crazy
You're supposed to be like nice and mellow on a Monday, you know?
What happened the other day with Wordle? Was it... it had... this was the day it only had a Y in it. It had no
Oh
vowels.
my God, that threw me off.
Didn't it?
That threw me off.
Here I am trying... Because I usually start with a word like coast, you know?
Since I told you coast. Someone go find the episode. I told him coast was a good word, and since then he uses it all the time.
I don't remember.
He's like, oh man, yeah, I'm a genius, coast. Even though that was Matt's word.
So I'm trying to find. Well, it's gonna have. All right, it's got no A, it's got no E. So I'm trying I. No I. So I go through my A-E-I-O-U. None of them in the word.
So
And
I knew it had to be a Y because
It has to, right?
A-E-I-O-U and sometimes Y is the vowel saying. So I was like, well, it's got to be a Y. But it was like, what did it end up being?
Was it nymph?
It was nymph. Yeah.
Nymph. N-Y.
What a stupid word. I still got it though. I'm
Yeah.
impressed.
I on the 6th try though.
Same, yeah.
Yeah. So
Stressful. All right, what's going on?
Living our hurdle.
Missed a lot of chats today.
Okay.
Let's see. Someone said, sing it, Matt. Leave the door open. My voice is a little coarse today. You know, or hoarse.
Horse.
Coarse? What is coarse?
Course.
I hate words, man.
Coarse is like you could have a coarse sandpaper. So it's very
Well,
rough.
Okay, so your
Very
throat
rough.
could be coarse, but my voice would be hoarse.
I think you're right.
Anywho,
Meanwhile,
leave the door open. And leave the door open, girl. Do 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 do. You know,
okay.
it's got like the horn line that's like,
Yep.
or I don't know if it's a horn. What is it? But it's like.
That
That
sounds like a. Is that the one with? Is that the one with Bruno?
Bruno, yeah.
That's like a Bruno
Jam.
signature.
Straight up jam.
Damn.
Great
All right.
song. Great song. Album's pretty good too.
Okay.
All right, let's see here. What else we got here? It's election day in Fairhaven. That's correct.
Yes.
That's correct.
I have to go vote.
Election day.
I was just checking with. Of course, he's home, so we're sharing a car again. Mm-hmm. So I was just saying, what time you going? So I can figure out my voting day. Mm-hmm. I've always felt that your town election or your city election is the one where you probably have the most say in, the most control. You know, because these are the people that are going to.
It'll affect your life the most.
Right. You know, school committee, your select board, or your counselors or whatever. You can reach these people and say, "Hey, I need a stoplight. I need a traffic."
Yeah, it could be changes that actually
Right.
affect you.
Whereby, if you're voting for, and maybe I'm wrong, but if you're voting for a representative or a senator, they have to get. Well, a senator has to get 49 others to agree with them to get anything done.
Exactly.
You know? So,
What else we got here? Danny says Baba Ganoush is roasted eggplant. Okay.
Oh, that's right. He told me about that.
Gross.
Yeah, and when he said, "Do you like eggplant?" I thought, I don't know.
I've actually never had it, so I don't even know.
don't know.
Abby says, Uncle, I loved your Sunday column. Definitely opened my eyes. What was it about? I didn't read it.
It was about my cousin Pat, who I have reconnected with over the past couple of years. And I was just saying, she is I call her the matriarch of the Braley family. She's the oldest living member of the Braley family. And she has stories that I either didn't know or forgot years ago. You know, she's telling me things about my mom and dad that I never knew. Or if I did, I forgot.
That's pretty cool.
So the basic point behind my column was take the time to talk to these people and learn those stories before it's too late. So,
Hey, what's the deal with Kat?
Kat, what?
Yeah, what's the deal with her?
Oh, you want to talk about her?
Can we trust Kat?
I don't know.
Is she cool?
I think so.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Gary says the scrub mommy is just as good, dishwasher safe to clean. And then he said it's one side is sponge and the other side is the scrubber like the daddy. Just solid names. Like whoever came up with that, shout out.
Scrub
it doesn't
daddy.
even matter if it's good.
Yeah.
Like people are buying it because of that name, but then it is good.
Scrub daddy.
Yeah, but the scrub daddy's like, it's a scrubber, but then like when it gets wet, it turns into like a sponge.
Okay.
Interesting.
Now I wonder, did Gary say you can throw it in the dishwasher?
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess you don't have to throw that one away every month.
True. Right. Yeah, because I know Sarah has like extra scrub daddies underneath. Charles, man, what are you doing, bro? Stop. You're going crazy, man. Anywho.
Take a nap.
Everyone's in agreement that gym story is really creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I recently have rejoined our rec center. I hadn't been there. I used to join just in the winter when it was too cold around here to go for a walk every day. And then I went down to Virginia to take care of Liam. Then COVID hit and the place closed. So
I'm hearing a lot of excuses.
So it had been like 3 years, I think, since I had been to the rec. So I went this past weekend, or no, actually Friday, I think it was, Thursday. And I rejoined. And so I'm back to going like every other day. I go and walk on the treadmill.
You'll catch him there, pumping the iron, getting nice and jacked.
But now when you were going to the gym, I mean, I have a plan. You know, when I go in, it's like I'm going to walk for 30 minutes, or I'm going to walk for 20 minutes.
What a fitness god.
I'm going to listen to, there's a...
Bruno Mars, leave the door open.
I'll put that on the list. Yeah. But, or I'll say I'm going to listen to this podcast, which, by the way, you could listen to us on a treadmill, no problem.
I don't know if we'd pump you up necessarily. It's bum you out, you know.
Doesn't Kat listen to us while she's on the bike, exercise bike in the morning?
Sometimes, yeah.
So, I go in there with the plan. I'm going to listen to this podcast, or I'm going to listen to my playlist. And they have a TV on. So lately it's been on CNN and, updates on the war and everything. But it's like when you're in there and someone decides to talk to you, it's like you don't want to be rude, but it's like I don't want to talk to you right now.
We should treat the gym like a library. Just don't talk to anybody.
All right.
Yeah. Just don't talk to anybody.
I do the head bob a lot. If people walk by and I make eye contact, it's like, hello, morning.
Well, do you wear headphones?
Yes. Earbuds.
Yeah. Okay,
Earbuds.
then nobody should be bothering you. That's like a universal rule anywhere. If someone's wearing headphones, don't pretend they don't exist.
I love when someone walks up and they start to...
That's
you got your earbuds in and you're like,
It's like college campus. If someone's got headphones in, they don't want to be there, just leave them be.
There are off limits.
Yeah, don't talk to them. Don't talk to them. Honestly, that's just a rule in life. If they're wearing headphones, don't talk to them. Don't talk to them. Basically, right now, don't talk to me. Leave me alone. All right. That's what I'm trying to get at. Diane says Tricolor has spinach and tomato stuff in there, so that's what makes them taste different.
Do you think so, though?
Interesting. Do they go through that much work? It would have to be more expensive. Is the Tricolor more expensive?
I've heard that before. I don't think so. I don't think Tricolor pasta is.
What was the random question? What's something you'd love receiving as a gift, but no one considers buying for you because you're an adult?
Yes.
Let's see. We had more answers. Where was it? Some people would like a cool remote-controlled race car. Interesting you said that, Allison. Because Liam got a droid at Star Wars, whatever, at Disney World.
Made his own droid.
Yep. That thing is awesome. Yep. I want it. So
I've only seen videos of it, going around their hotel room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It has a remote control. It's basically useless. Like, you just drive it around. But I want it. He has like an R2-D2 looking one. And the head spins too, and it talks. It makes the noises. It's so awesome.
Now,
I'm saving up because I'm getting one for sure when I go to Disney World. Take me to Disney World.
It's not just the... he was trying to...
Still trying.
Latch on to Kat and Josh's honeymoon.
I told him, I said, I'll be there for the first day. We'll go to Star Wars. I'll make a droid. And then I'm out. I'll leave you guys alone after that.
Now, is the droid for the kids and the adults make the lightsaber?
Not necessarily.
No? Okay.
I mean, Liam's way too small to have a lightsaber.
Right.
The lightsaber would be like 3 times the size of him.
Good point.
So that's why they went with the droid for him. But
okay.
Really awesome. I think Steven secretly probably wanted the droid too as well. So
he did help him build it.
He did.
He was in there. Because
Liam got to pick the colors, though.
Only one parent could go in, I guess. So,
yeah, I think that's true.
Yeah, so Dad went and helped him build it. Mm-hmm. But, by the way, if you can, keep the little Liam in your thoughts this week, because he's having a little plastic surgery, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
He was born with like a skin tab on his ear.
It kind of looks like a second earlobe. Well, not earlobe, but whatever that piece is called.
They were concerned, that it might grow inside and affects his hearing, but the doctor says that's not the issue. But kids being kids, boys being boys, it's probably going to get picked on for this thing. So why not lob it off? So they're going to go in. They're going to.
Also, they don't want it to get bigger.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So they're going to go in Thursday for some plastic surgery, and Kat is actually flying down Wednesday because she's flying down for emotional support for Sarah.
Yeah. Emotional support animal.
We think Liam's going to be a fine trooper,
Yeah. Liam's a boss.
Yeah.
Liam's a boss. He'll be all right.
Plus, we found out last night that Fred, his stuffed money, Fred is going to be allowed to go into surgery with him.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yeah, so Fred's going to get a little bracelet and all that stuff. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to Liam.
Oh, and the other weird thing that happened last night, I'm surprised you didn't notice. There's a box in the stew. There's a box.
Amazon package?
10 o'clock last night. 10 o'clock last night, Priscilla checks her email, and she said, oh, the package finally came. We felt so bad for the delivery driver. Because I can't get the coffee I like in our stores recently.
He's that much of a diva.
Yeah. So we found it on Amazon. So I don't know, once a month or whatever, we get a shipment of this coffee. Yeah, it was supposed to come yesterday. So yesterday she got one package, but not the coffee.
His dog food.
That's right, Charlie's dog food. So it says something like still out for delivery. And we thought, well, that's okay. Then it got to be like 6, 7, 8 o'clock. And she checked her phone and it said, still out for delivery. We went to bed and it said, still out for delivery. I read till 11, but I think it might have been 10:30.
Nerds.
It might have been 10:30 when Mom said, oh, the coffee's here. There's a picture of it on the porch. So she came down and she actually brought it in because we didn't know if it was going to rain. So I felt so bad for the driver. Like 10:30 on a Sunday night.
I mean, they were getting paid for it.
True.
They probably signed up for the late shift.
Okay.
Maybe they like it. Maybe they like cruising around at night. Just chilling,
I'll take everything back.
Or maybe their labor is being exploited.
You never
Could
know.
totally be true.
You just never know.
Amazon may have a problem with that. I don't know. Let's see. Diane says, in the hospital, I shared a room with a 93-year-old woman who had no visitors except one abusive niece. That's not cool. She said, I took time my last night with her to talk about her past, made her very happy. That's what I'm talking about.
Good for you.
Diane says, when I got home, I made her a blanket and brought it to the hospital. They made sure they forwarded it to the facility she'd been transferred to. That is a feel-good Monday story right there.
That is.
And I think that is a great way to end it.
Yeah.
On a positive note.
I think you are right. So, bet you learned a lot, too. I love people's stories.
Yeah.
People have so much to share. Anyway, that's going to do it for today. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll be back tomorrow morning. Love that alarm clock going off this morning. Yeah. Wasn't that a surprise? Yeah. But as usual, we say, no matter what, go out and make it a great day.
Peace.